Hey, what is up everybody? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome into this very, very special stream. Very special stream. That's right, on midnight exactly, and it's going to happen in this stream. We are counting down the hours until we reach my 3rd decade of being in this world. Man, it feels crazy. It feels like I feel like life is flying by, man. Just for Biohazard specifically, it's just blown past. Like 2019, I started a Facebook page. It ended up growing arms and legs, and then all of a sudden I'm making films, and you know I'm making content I never would have dreamed of. So, and that was like some naive fucking 23-year-old kid, you know. And now we're like, we're 2025. We're a dad. We got a mortgage. We're fucking doing what we can with fan films and creating content, doing live streams. Been a little bit quiet recently, and for good reason. It has been absolutely the month from hell, I would suggest. It's just so busy. Everything happening. I had like 2 university deadlines, and I had, actually I'll come to it in a minute, but I had a huge project that I was working on with the Residents of Evil. We really wanted to get going on May the 1st, and we did, and we're going to go into detail shortly. But oh my god, the chat is absolutely going crazy. And before we get into this, I will show you guys. That's right, we got a stream deck. Huge shout out to my sister for gifting me this. An absolutely glorious stream deck. So that does mean we just got a big one, guys. We got a cheeky 5 gifted. Huge shout out to Craig for that cheekiest of cheeky 5 gifted. Thank you kindly. Man, the chat is absolutely going crazy already. Huge work, gang. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Craig, for the cheeky 5 gifted. And of course, the subscription for the 13th month. Foreskin coming in for the 18th month, and Blazing Time dropping us a Prime subscription on my birthday, no less. So thank you very much, gang. Really, really appreciated. We have an absolute slammer of a stream tonight. I'm not in a rush. I am off work until Tuesday now, so I'm going to be going up to a lodge. So there unfortunately be no Friday stream. I'm going up to a lodge with my wife and my daughter. We're going to go have fun. There's like a sauna, jacuzzi, all that sort of fun stuff. Exactly what you need on your 30th birthday, I would suggest. But for now, that's happening later. But for now, we're going to be hopefully doing back-to-back Resident Evil 2. We're talking Claire Ray. We're talking Leon B. It's going to be absolutely glorious. And Craig redeeming the VRP viewer. What a boy. Thank you kindly. Welcome to 30. Yeah, it's bittersweet, man. I don't feel old. I know 30 is not really that old, but like all my life I've always generally been known as like the young person, the young guy in the office. At what point do you finally stop being young? I'll pose that to everybody in the chat right now. At what point do you stop being the young person, the young man? It has to be 30, right? I would have thought so. I refuse, and I'm 32. Late 20s and early 30s are in the same age group when the back problems start. Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. I actually don't have any back problems for the moment. I did actually, it wasn't me, it was my wife. She did make the effort of putting balloons up, but they've like fallen down. I've put them up once and they've fallen down, and I just think, oh man, like I don't want to keep doing it. But we've got the happy 30th birthday right there, so hopefully it's going to be glorious. But I'd be remiss, guys, if I didn't talk about this project coming up, which is one of the reasons why I couldn't really stream during April, is because I was working on this project, and that, my friends, is Resurrection, a Biohazard story. Our 4-part limited series featuring the original 1996 live action actors. And if I show you this is just a project of monumental proportions. Resurrection, a Biohazard story. It's been up since May the 1st. If you love The Keeper's Diary, it's the same production crew returning. We've got all 4, outside of Inez, of course, got all 4 original live action actors returning for an original story. And let me tell you, this campaign has hit the ground running. We got a huge goal, but we got huge expectations too. Again, this is 5 times the size of The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story. And it's like 4 times the budget. I think that's very reasonable. But we're already 20k in the green and we have 54 days left. So let me tell you, we are overwhelmed. It took us 3 weeks to raise $20,000 for The Keeper's Diary. We have that demonstrated history now. You believed us back then with The Keeper's Diary to deliver a high quality project. And now it's time to once again enter the horror with us and help us bring this absolutely ambitious project to life. It's live now on Indiegogo. I've got it. We've got a social set up for it, but if you go on the Residents of Evil, it's very easy to find. We've got, dude, we have got this is like a campaign on steroids. We've finally made the decision to launch Blu-ray physical copies of Resurrection, which I kind of stayed away with Keeper's Diary because I wasn't too familiar with it. We met up with some suppliers, and I'm feeling really, really good about it. We are closing in on 200 backers, which is absolutely crazy. Thank you kindly for that. But we have an exclusive offer right now, gang, because if you pick up a physical copy of Resurrection as part of our crowdfunding campaign, I will personally put The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story, on the disc as well. So this is the first time we've ever been able to make this a thing. To make The Keeper's Diary on a physical format. And that's what we're doing. We want it accessible to everyone. So you're going to get the 4 parts of Resurrection and The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story, all on one disc. Absolutely glorious stuff. And this has been selling like hotcakes. It really has. We've got nearly 100 sales of this out of 200 backers. So people really, really like the idea of a physical copy of Resurrection. So, and on top of this, gang, something that come out of nowhere. I don't know if you can see this, but we click into this. Indiegogo have listed us on their favorite campaigns. We're right here. Can you see that? We're right here. We're right here on the official Indiegogo staff picks page. There are some heavy hitters here, gang. People raise hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're right here. This is crazy. What timeline are we living in? Absolutely unbelievable. So thank you to everybody that's donated so far. If you're interested in donating, absolutely don't just jump in and donate. Please review the campaign that I wrote. Wrote with supervision from Beggy. We really go into detail, what we're trying to achieve, who's going to be part of the project. It's honestly, gang, this is the most ambitious Resident Evil project attempted in the space. And we cannot wait to show you what we're capable of. We've got a long time left in the campaign, but you know what it's like. You leave it to the last minute. We could end up not funding this, just like previously. It's an all or nothing campaign. If we don't hit the funds, we can't do the project, and everybody's money gets refunded back to them. I know some campaigns, they like doing the whole, you know, we'll do whatever we can with the money we raise. We don't want to do that. We've got a vision. This is how much we need to deliver that vision. So what I would suggest is read the campaign, see what you think. If you're liking what we're putting across to you, this original story with the original 1996 actors, we've got an absolute ton of perks. It doesn't necessarily have to be the physical Blu-ray. We've got backer credits. You can get early access to it. So before it goes up on YouTube as an official release, we'll send it to you first. We've got scripts, we've got posters, we've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've We got cameos from the crew. We've got producer credits. We got cameos with the cast. It's absolutely insane. There is so much to go off here. So if you guys are interested, just jump on over to Indiegogo. It's literally indiegogo.com/resurrection of Biohazard story. Jump on over if you're interested. We've got 54 days left on it, so a little bit of time. But you know what it's like, everyone gets edgy feet. Something else that I'm actually going to be doing as part of the campaign, which we could have done on Keeper's Diary, but I didn't really want to mess with it too much, is if we do raise our goal, you have the opportunity, once it's hit its goal, that you can still back the campaign. You can still take advantage of those perks, but you can only do that if the campaign is successful. So I think that's a really cool feature that Indiegogo do, that even Kickstarter don't do, is that if you raise the funds, you can still continue to raise funds after the fact, and all of those perks that we didn't end up fully like selling out on, you can still take advantage of. So I think it's really cool. That has absolutely like swallowed all of my time. That's why I've not been streaming, as well as a couple of master's degree deadlines, which it's all good. I don't have one until like September now, and that's like a dissertation, so we've got time to work on that. We got time to get back into streaming. It's going to be glorious. By the way, thank you everybody for all of the birthday well wishes. We do officially turn 30 at midnight, which is in 2.5 hours. So we are quite literally counting down to 30 here at Biohazard Declassified. And what better way, my friends, than to play the big one? The game of all games. You're hearing the soundtrack to it right now. I can't see it. There it is right there. Let me just blow it up a tiny bit. There we go. You're seeing it right there. Resident Evil 2. Bristolian Exile, thank you. We are going through, obviously outside of these special streams, we are going through in release date order. We're currently in 2009 with Darkside Chronicles, so we got a little while before we hit Resident Evil 4 Remake, but yes, absolutely, that will be part of the retrospective. We're playing the Resident Evil 2 PC version today, the best way of playing Resident Evil 2, and we've got a HD pack on as well. It looks glorious. Astro, thank you kindly. Lovely. It was my birthday yesterday. Love that, man. I hope you had an enjoyable day. And I appreciate you dropping by and checking in with us. So I'm just checking in. There we go. Cool. Kitsu Mark, thank you kindly. Let me move this out. Guys, we got a banger of a stream today. Always love going back and playing classic Resident Evil 2. Elizabeth, thank you kindly. Appreciate you dropping by. Man, Elizabeth, it's been 5 years. five long years since you blessed us with your presence, so I appreciate you. Mark, thank you. Peter coming in with the subscription there. Thank you kindly. Always appreciated. My first ever subscriber, that was Socio. Thank you kindly, sir. Should we jump in? I think we should. Battle Sister, thank you kindly. We're going to be doing Claire A, Leon B, and actually, I haven't got a Claire A save. That's very annoying. That's okay though, because we're just going to jump in this way. I'm going to play on normal, because I'm not driving. And yeah, we're going to try and knock through both campaigns. Looking forward to it, man. I always love going back and playing this. Welcome in, everybody, though.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated.
Umbrella.
For use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments
was far from over.
Far from finished.
Oh, far from finished. Iconic. Spaghetti hoops. I'm a happy lady. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I don't think I've streamed in on Facebook in... Oh, I wouldn't even want to tell you. Long time. I'm completely demonetized on the platform. And there's zero reach on there. It's pointless at this rate. Guy's the maniac. Why did you bite me? Man, this looks good. This is the Japanese Source Next version, so cutscenes are in 30 FPS.
Is anyone here? Hello? Hello?
He's over here eating beans.
Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer.
Brian, how are you?
Listening? Wait, don't shoot.
Get down.
Oh, I always love that gunshot. It's so juicy.
Can't stay out. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Yeah, we used an HD mod today. Hey, Igor, thank you kindly.
Stars.
Hope you're doing well, sir. Hope everything's well your end.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Oh?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
I love the clone Leon in the back seat.
Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Oh, please do, Igor. Please do.
There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Hey, Angelic Cypher, thank you. Oh no! Well, I'll come on to that, Mark, because that's a very interesting question.
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna win. Run!
Bro, this game is so perfect. They just nailed it in every way. I'll always come back to this.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
For whatever reason, Constantine Film are putting a lot of stock in this next Resident Evil film because they are getting Zach Kreger to direct it, and he is about to drop a huge film at the moment, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Wicked LC, thank you kindly. Oh, the boy.
Sorry about that, babe.
Sorry about that, babe.
Sorry about that, babe. Sorry about that, babe. Sorry about that, babe.
Nothing yet, Peter. Nothing yet.
Sorry about that, babe. Freeze. Who are you? What are
Let's
you
go,
doing?
Glenn.
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Thank you, Delhi. The Coronation Street Club. Happy
Sorry about that,
to
babe.
finally be a member. Hey, McBrew, thank you for the redeem. Who do you want to shout out?
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling.
By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies. But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here.
You are right, actually, Ballistic. Shout out to the birthday fucking boy. Let's go, Daddy. Let's fucking go. Love that. The fucking Biohazard boy. But yes, going back to your point, Ballistic, you are correct, because there was a demo which actually has Kendo speaking in a higher tone. But I don't know if that's been up-pitched or that has been down-pitched. I'm assuming that's been down-pitched. Yeah, man, the GTA 6 trailer, holy shit, like that dropped out of nowhere. Glorious stuff, love that.
But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Me when I lie. Bro standing next to the fucking biggest window you've ever seen. So obviously we are going to be doing the Brad Vickers. The Brad Vickers route.
Don't you worry, girlie.
Sorry about that, babe.
Let's go, Wicked Elsie. Love that. I'm going to take the munch. We should. Ah. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Whoa! Man. I'm so happy that there are people that spent time reworking the backgrounds to this game to make them look fantastic. Actually, B-Serve, my graphics designer B-Serve, is doing an amazing job in remastering some of the original cutscenes. Not just an AI one like this one, like a proper, each background, retooling them to look fantastic. He put up a video today and it looks unbelievable. These guys over here eating pizza, loud as shit. So we are going to take the bite here as well. Because you only get, I think you only get 13 bullets in Claire's pistol, so you do have to use it quite sparingly if you want to do the Brad Vickers part. Oh, I wonder how they made the sounds of the zombies eating. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Will, thank you kindly. $13 for Claire, 128 for Leon. Yeah, man. You actually, yeah, you wrote that as a typo, but that is actually ironically quite funny, because he does he almost does get a bit of an easier time, in my opinion. I think Leon's is definitely the easier campaign out of the two. Oh. Yeah, I mean, the custom handgun, custom shotgun, custom magnum. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's go finish off Brad first. Here he is. RE Veteran, how are you? He's a strong boy. A big, strong boy. But we got him. $800 bullets on hard mode. Man, what is it with everyone with typos today on Twitch? Jesus. They shocked the hell out of me. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, you do that or you just land a critical hit with a shotgun. Like, hard mode is a little bit nerfed on PC for Resident Evil 2 because if you're Leon, you can just abuse the shotgun. Ooh. I remember this being terrifying.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind
everything.
at the risk of their own lives. But no one
Believe them. After
Are
that,
you okay?
all
Don't worry
this
about me.
started to happen.
Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms.
It's crazy how the dialogue's like
Here.
drastically different with Leon
This
and
key card.
Claire
You should
in
be
this
able
scene.
to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But
Just
go.
go. Points a fucking blicky at her, man.
okay.
Crazy work.
Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, you'll notice a lot more details, Peter, this time round, just because we're playing with the AI upscaled backgrounds. Like, you'll think, oh, I never noticed that before. Like, sometimes AI is really good on this, and it's really sharp. And then other times, it, like, completely scrambles images. Huge shout out to everybody who's subscribed today. I mean, we're 1, 2, 3, 4... We've already got 9 subs. We've only just started the stream, so thank you kindly. Oh, yeah, I love watching Resident Evil playthroughs. Is that a buy-around thing with the upscaling? No. I mean, you can just play the original Resident Evil 2 like I am. We are actually playing this on the Source Next version. This isn't the GOG version. I've not actually played the GOG version that much, to be honest. I bought it and just never installed it. I'm a terrible Resident Evil fan. Or am I? I've still bought it. Oh, man. I remember that being terrifying. Love that. They were doing a JoJo game at the same time. Ah. Well, the more you know. Resident Evil Wiki coming in clutch once again over on Twitch. Again, absolutely everyone knows the Resident Evil Wiki. Puts in an absolute shift to be the turnkey source for all things Resident Evil. I am looking forward to seeing Resurrection of Biohazard Stories official entry, my friend. I need to get it funded first. Let's go, Lou. Love that. I remember shitting myself seeing this fucking cutscene. I like it how Claire is generally like, holy shit. Wicked LC, yes. Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to attempt to. It depends how tired I'll get. I mean, if you're in my streams a lot, you know that I normally wake up at like 6 AM for work. So that's what we did this morning. So it's currently 20 to 10. So I've got a bit of time. I am going to need the lighter of lighter. I'll tell you what, something that just knocked me for 6 the other day. This is completely random, but I'd love to get everybody's thoughts in the chat on it. and that is the announcement that Gears of War is coming to PS5. What fucking timeline are we in? I literally bought an Xbox 360 specifically for Gears of War 2. And just being absolutely blown away with how good it was. And I was like, man, if only we could... Because I was always a massive Sony fanboy. If only one day Gears of War would be on PlayStation. It really shows you that Xbox... I wouldn't say Xbox are dead, but they're just like... Why aren't they? They've got to the point where they're just like, why isn't our games on other platforms? It doesn't matter about market share of the console. People who love Xbox will buy Xbox. But why can't we make our software available on other platforms? I think that's genius. It started, ironically, I think one of the early adopters of it was probably Minecraft. Was it not? Was that not on Xbox first and then... Oh, no, sorry, that was crossplay, wasn't it? Be interesting to see if Gears of War is going to be crossplay or not. Yeah, I'm the same, Mark. I am going to absolutely demolish Gears of War 1 when it drops on console. Have we got a release date for that? Adam Gamer, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. So, oh, I forgot to say, we've got a brand new outfit. It's a glorious one here. And we've got the Colt SAA. Oh, I'm not sure, Lou. Yep, that makes sense. Just got back from Turkey. Where did you go, Adam? I went to Turkey last September. Love Turkey. So we got the grenade launcher. Isn't it weird? There's a fucking grenade launcher in a police station. Is that weird? I think it is. Did you play Gears 1 Special Edition? The last time I played Gears of War 1 was on the Xbox 360, so I haven't played it since, brother. That's very American, Brian. I'm really shocked about that, actually, Lewis. That's a great point. Why wasn't that costume? Because Leon's... Actually, saying that, Leon's custom costume was actually in Resident Evil 4 Remake. But, yeah, Claire's isn't. I just thought that was kind of weird. By the way, in preparation for my birthday, my wife... has got this cake, man. Oh my god. It's amazing. Go on my socials at Biohazard Declassified, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and see this fucking cake that my wife has given me. Absolutely unbelievable. It's a Resident Evil cake. Can I bring it up on my phone? Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. It's fucking insane. Absolutely insane. Let me pull it up on my phone. Oh. You should be able to see it. There we go. Bro, look at this cake, dude. Let me straighten this up for you. Look at that. It's got fucking umbrella. It's a 2-tier cake. It's got Wesker in the bottom right-hand corner. Biohazard Declassified on the cake. Got Chris and Sheva at the top there. Man, we are living the fucking dream, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely living the dream. Super thoughtful for my wife there. She went, I'm just going out to go get you a cake. She went, I'm just going out. Can you look after Eden? I was like, yeah, of course. And then, yeah, she come in with that. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Yeah, man, she's always been very supportive. Always been very supportive. We will come back. We don't need to do this right now. The people's eyebrow. You got to hit him with the people's eyebrow. It's the law. The final brow. Okay. We could probably just go straight there. So I have a question for you, gang. When you play Resident Evil 2, what scenario do you play? Do you play Claire? Do you play Leon? And which ways do you do it round? I think I like playing Claire A, Leon B. I think it's my favourite way of playing it. I like the Leon B ending. I believe the way they did the Leon B ending is better than Claire B. And it's better than Leon A, actually. I don't like the idea of Ada being let go and this happens. I like it where she kind of dies in a spot, because that opens the door for her surviving. Where is he? What was there? Nice. Has anyone ever skipped the alligator boss fight to do it in the B story? I don't think you can skip it. I don't think it's optional. I think it's always in the way, right? Resident of the Living Dead. Thank you kindly. I must admit, nothing beats doing all these puzzles. Like, this has such an aura to it, is what I would suggest. Like, I would love to forget, if there's, you know, finally turning 30 years old, I would love to go back in time. Or somebody grab the old, you know, Men in Black neuralizer and kind of, you know, hold it up to my face, flash it on me and just say, you've never played Resident Evil 2 before. And I'd like to play this again for the first time. Because, I don't know, this game just has this nostalgia that... I mean, Resident Evil 1 and 3 definitely have a nostalgia for me, but there's something fundamental about Resident Evil 2, which is just such a perfect game for me, and I can never quite articulate why that is. I can always go back to it. I'll never get bored of playing this game. I've completed this game fucking thousands of times. Oh, thank you, Brandon. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, man. Couple of hours, counting down the hours until I turn 30 years old at midnight. So yeah, 2 hours away. What is that flashing? Oh, that's just where I talk, my microphone. It's like a noise level thing. I just haven't like configured it to what I want it to do yet, but every time I talk, you'll see it flashes. And when I don't talk, it doesn't flash. Right. Oh yeah, I'm walking. I'm like, I wiped this dude out earlier. This was terrifying. I remember coming around this corner in the original, and they, dude, talk about perfecting. Absolutely perfecting. A remake is this hallway scene in the Resident Evil 2 remake. It's glorious. Where you like hold the guy's mouth open and his jaw hangs off. Man, what a fucking game that was. I remember when that first got announced. Bearing in mind, we were teased for years and years about a Resident Evil 2 remake. Way before it actually got announced. So you had it in Outbreak. You had it in the Dark Side Chronicles. References in Umbrella Chronicles. You had Operation Raccoon City, which is obviously, you know, it's in Raccoon City at that time, and you kill Leon at the end. Resident Evil Degeneration has references to Resident Evil 2, the original. And you're like, man, stop prick teasing me and just show me the fucking Resident Evil 2 remake. And then when they finally said, I think it was like 2015 or 2016, they was like, Resident Evil 2, we do it. And then seeing that trailer, I was like, what? Martin, happy birthday, young man. This version is looking ultra crisp. Yep, we're playing the PC version with the HD backgrounds. It looks glorious. But Matt, best remake of a game I've played. There is some stiff competition, and not even necessarily in the outside of Resident Evil. I would say Resident Evil 1 is probably the best example of a pure remake. Taking that core element, that core game, and building on the existing lore and turning everything else up to 11. That's what I would suggest is so good about Resident Evil 1 Remake. It really is. It like took itself super seriously. It had a real horror undertone. Like the Resident Evil 1, like Resident Evil 1 can be a bit hammy, but Resident Evil 1 Remake is super serious. It's grounded. Even the way it starts, it's just not like a hokey 80s horror flick, you know? And obviously, you know, it had another 5 or 6 years of game development behind it, so I totally get that. I've played Until Dawn. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you what happens in it, but I've not seen the film because there's a film coming out, is there not? I like how it's called Handgun. The gap is super necessary. Damn, that was quick. I feel like it only got announced like yesterday. I'm probably going to be in caution now. How am I not in caution? I've been bitten 4 times now. We should probably push these, shouldn't we? How are we doing? Let's give this a good push. James, thank you. Nearly missed tonight's stream, was watching the football and saw your Facebook post. Ah, thank you kindly, James. Appreciate you you jumping over and sending us your best wishes. Yeah, I completely forgot Arsenal's playing today, aren't they? I'm a bit discombobulated because I'm off work for the next 2 days, so this is like my Friday, even though it's not Friday. Okie dokie. That's not like Arsenal at all.
Help me!
Oh no, Sherry! Best to not remember Arsenal's playing tonight. Crazy work. Leon! It's good to see you're still among the living.
You made it.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous
Hey!
to stay here alone. Leon,
Right, what, how's it
I'll go
going?
look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Do they still do the away rule on legs? I'll tell you something that I really want to buy is the PlayStation Portal. like, I've said this before, and some of you might not be aware, but basically my stream room is in my garden. So it's like a little garden office that I stream in. Yeah, basically, Craig, yeah. Yes! Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Resident Evil Wiki. But yes, let me show everybody that. Providing there's no zombies in here. Sometimes they spawn. Oh yeah, cool. So for whatever reason, everyone's like, for the long, even myself included, and I don't know why this is, but everyone was like, where does this go? No one knows where this room is. And actually, if you check the map, you know exactly where the room is. What's the map button? Here you go. You know exactly where the room is. It's the main hall where you do the gem. But that was finally, for me, that was finally solidified in Darkside Chronicles, because you actually break through that door. I think it's Darkside or it's Umbrella Chronicles. You break straight through it, so... Yeah, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, Lewis, but I guess someone's got to be. Hey, Stacey, thank you kindly. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you dropping by, wishing us happy birthday. Playing our favourite game of all time. Hannah, thank you kindly, madam. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's great news, Stacey. Stacey's mum's got it going on. Thanks, Dan. Hope you're doing well, sir. Nate, appreciate you. I've not actually seen Gladiators. Like, ever. I've heard good things about it. I know they've revived it recently, actually. DJ Smithy, thank you kindly. Should I do that now? We don't have to do it now. I could probably do it with irons a bit later. We'll do it in a minute, actually, so... Put that there. I'm really impressed with Wrexham, actually. Wrexham finally breaking into the championship. Andrew! Happy birthday, Andy. Love the cake. I appreciate that. Yeah, my wife did a fantastic... absolutely smashed it with the cake. Ooh. DJ Smithy coming in with a big one. Thank you kindly for the 15 months of support. It's certainly appreciated, man. Thank you. Yeah, cheers, Nate. Appreciate that. People don't like the Champions League format this season. Too random to give teams easy fixtures and other teams tough as anything. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather it be a straight knockout. I was very fortunate that we're not really going to be talking about football, but I was very fortunate that my bosses at work actually very kindly purchased tickets for me to go and watch the Conor Benn and Chris Eubank fight at the Tottenham Stadium. And oh my god, I don't think there's a better fight you could have gone to. That was literally a fight of a generation. there's any boxing fans in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Top 5 Resident Evil games. Obviously, the first 3 are in that mix. Resident Evil 1 Remake is certainly up there. What else? See, it's a tough question because, like, I really enjoy Resident Evil 4 and 5, but I don't think they're great examples of Resident Evil games. It depends what your definition of Resident Evil is. Like, is it survival horror? Is it action horror? Etc. And now it's Spurs for Water Stadium. Yeah. So, in a previous life, I spent a year working at the Tottenham Stadium during its construction. And it's a beautiful stadium. Yeah, that's crazy work, Matt. Shows you what too much growth does to you. Don't think I'm going to need any health. I'm going to take my glasses off for a bit. Killing my eyesight. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, that's a good point. What's everybody's top 3 Resident Evil games, actually? That's probably a better way of putting it. I do love Resident Evil. Actually, I ain't going to put them back on. Now I can't see the chat. I do like Resident Evil for the fact that it has constantly, like, evolved itself. Oh, that was filthy. Oh my god, there's body parts everywhere. Whoa! That was lucky. Oh. Oh, you motherfucker. Have to be on caution, yeah. I think we exhausted our goodwill, to put it diplomatically. God, to the face! Oh! Where do I get the precinct key from? Oh, where do I get it from? I think I know. I think it's upstairs. I think I have to put the water out. Man, I get confused in the scenarios. Why am I doing this? Baz, how's it going? Ooh.
Sorry about that, babe.
Oh, oh, oh. It's going. Sorry, stream wanted to hop in. I appreciate it. Thank you, kindly. Appreciate you making the kind of spending time with us before we cross the road into age 30. Which is crazy. I was talking about this earlier. Like, I still feel like a young man. I'm normally the youngest person. Like, while working construction, I'm normally the youngest person in the room. In any room I walk in. It's just like, is what it is. Or I look the youngest anyway. But now, like, at what point... We were discussing this earlier. At what point do you stop being young man? And you actually just become man? Like, what age is that? It's got to be 35, isn't it, I would have thought. That's where people finally go, you're not a young man anymore. You're just a fucking dude, bro. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. 35, it's got to be. I'd say 30. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Ban this man. Aaron, thank you kindly. If Claire encounters Alligator, runs back to the door and keeps shooting, he gets bored and leaves. Actually, you are right. Doesn't he just, like, smash through a wall and, like, run off? Jordan, how's it going? Long time no speak indeed. Thank you very much for making time for us today. And again, guys, I would be remiss not to be talking about this, but Resurrection is coming. I had a couple of samples sent to me from our supplier of the hoodie that is currently part of one of the perks on the store, on the Indiegogo page, excuse me. Resurrection, of course, is our brand new limited series that we're currently crowdfunding over on Indiegogo. We've got all of the original 1996 live action actors outside of Jill taking part. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. And it's been 3 days. I can't believe it. Or it's been a little bit longer. It's been 5 days since we launched it properly. And we have raised $20,000. Oh my God. $20,000 is absolutely insane. So thank you to everybody who wants to see that vision happen. I appreciate it's a massive journey. A huge journey that we have to make to hit budget. And I truly believe that Andrew and Becky's vision, that is what we need to deliver that vision in full, unfettered. I'm looking forward to it, gang. I'm really looking forward to it. Birdman, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Happy birthday. And always glad to see more Resident Evil content. I appreciate you. I saw it on Becky's Instagram and I was like, hell yeah. So I mean, Andrew and Becky have access to the the Resurrection socials. Like, we have a separate page for Resurrection where I share updates, and that's pretty much exclusively me, to be honest. If you see a post from the campaign directly on updates, that's from me. I've done it again. Sorry, gang. I meant to go this way. Matty, thank you kindly. Thank you, Mr. Crazy Man. Are you a fan of the Resident Evil board games? I do have the Resident Evil board game down here. I just have never played it. I've literally sat down to play it with my wife. Like, I don't play board games. I don't play, like, I don't know, whatever board games people play these days. And they have, like, really elaborate, like, tables and setups. Like, I'm just not from that world. But I was like, I'll check out this board game. Because I bought it through the Kickstarter. And yeah, basically, it's exactly what I thought. Like, super, like, I thought I'll sit down and go through it with my wife, and it's just really complicated. So I think if I play it with the right people, maybe I'll have fun. Excuse me. Right, so we could go downstairs. We need to get to the other side. Now, I'm tired of shit. I'm going to try and do 2 scenarios, but I'm fucking dying already. It's only been an hour on stream. Well, it's been extremely tough recently just because I've had so many deadlines. Obviously, being a dad and working full-time, as well as trying to, you know, develop fan content for you guys and streaming. And as I said, doing a fucking master's degree in my spare time as well. Like, my time just gets soaked up so quickly. So quickly. I have one child. She is 14 months. So she's not 14 months, she's 16 months. That makes sense either. Hang on. February, March. So yeah, 16 months, excuse me. And yeah, it's absolutely glorious. Being a dad's amazing. Ignore the naysayers. Ignore the naysayers. Obviously, some people don't want children. That's okay. But, like, children are amazing. Best thing we ever did. Thank you kindly, Jordan, for that very early warning, which I will obviously take heed of. And by take heed, I mean I'll completely ignore it and then wonder why I can't open the, or can't turn the vault, turn the bridge. How's your cat handling this? I don't have a cat, fortunately. Django! Thank you kindly. Oh, shit. Oh. Damn. Hey, Mr. Solo, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Welcome in. We are entering 30. Entering 30, playing maybe the best game that you could play when you're entering 30. And that, of course, is the original Resident Evil 2 with the high definition textures. It looks glorious. It plays even better. And thank you for taking the time out of your extremely busy and important schedule to check the stream out today. We're having a boatload of fun, reminiscing on Resident Evil 2, kind of going back to a simpler time. What is your favourite? I have never asked you this question, Andrew, but what is your favourite Resident Evil game? Super Mr. Crazy Man. Well, I am so happy you asked. I am so happy you asked because we are doing more stuff. We are doing a lot more stuff, actually. And it's going to be absolutely mega. And I'm going to show you in detail. So give me a moment. Let's bring up the split react here. Our new project. Let me minimize this so you can actually see what I'm doing. One moment. Obviously, this is all very impromptu. There you go. Our next project, Resurrection, has entered crowdfunding. Let me put this in dollars so you guys know where we're at, so you aren't discombobulated by the foreign currency. But yes, our next project is live. It's a 4-part limited series, so it's 5 times the size of the Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story. And we're shooting it in August. It's going to be, we got a 60-day campaign. Obviously, it would be really helpful if we can procure the funds a lot earlier than that. But it's been 5 days and we've already procured $20,000. 20 big ones. 20 bags of sand. Unbelievable work from everyone so far. But there is so much more to go. So if you're interested, I'm actually going to try, I'm going to drag that over here. I'm just going to paste the campaign into the YouTube just so you guys can see it. And yeah, if you want to take part in it, you certainly can. There's a ton of perks that you can subscribe to. You can just go in for the standard backer credit. But what people are really excited about is, for the first time ever, we've finally managed to provide physical copies of our project for backers, which we've never been able to do before. Didn't do it with Keeper's Diary. But if you take advantage of that Blu-ray perk, we will include the Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard story, on the disc. It's the first time ever that we've presented the Keeper's Diary in a physical form. And the only way that you guys can be in with a chance of having a physical copy is if you subscribe to the Blu-ray physical copy perk on our official crowdfunding campaign. I mean, outside of that's a huge bonus anyway. But take the time to go through this description. I put a lot of effort into it. Beggy has absolutely smashed it out of the park with the original story that we put together. As I said, it's got the original 1996 live action actors returning as their respective roles in a fan capacity, of course. Blah, blah, blah. Sue me. It's going to be absolutely mega. We're super excited for it. Everything is lined up, guys. We've got the locations. We've got the actors. We've got the team. Everything is in its place except funding. And that, my friends, is where you guys come in. We have a 60-day campaign, so it's 30 days longer than the Keeper's Diary. So quite often, and I had this comment during the Keeper's Diary campaign, is, oh, can I subscribe on this date? Because that's when I get paid. And it's like, oh, no, sorry, man. That's just when it runs out. So at least with this, you've got hopefully multiple pay periods it goes through. So you have a chance of subscribing and providing that we do fund in full, and we absolutely have to fund in full to do the film anyway. If we raise 198,000, the project's off, unfortunately. But if we raise the full amount, you guys can still subscribe to the perks after the crowdfund has already been successful. So if you subscribe to a perk and it successfully funds, if you want to pick up a shirt, you can. You want to pick up another poster, you can. We've never been able to offer this before, but In Demand on Indiegogo has allowed us to do this. And we're going to take full advantage of it to give you the best Resident Evil fan experience that we can. And on top of that, we've got some awesome stretch goals. I'm hoping Beggy is... Yeah, here you go. We've got some awesome stretch goals down below, which, providing we hit these goals, we'll certainly include them in. The big one, of course, is the Vegas theatre premiere. I think that's a very nice perk. I'd really like to hit that. I know Andrew's super excited about doing a premiere at a theatre, finally giving Resident Evil the praise and the love it deserves, and producing an authentic lore heavy and lore driven Resident Evil story. But yeah, I mean, there's some great videos, actually. JJ's done a fantastic video a bit further down, which pretty much outlines our whole plan. And on top of that, it's got some really cool concept art that Baz has actually put together. Baz in the chat. Baz done a fantastic job putting all of the concept art, the animatics together. Dude, it's just like the Keeper's Diary was. Resurrection of Biohazard Story is a collaboration of loads of different Resident Evil content creators, whether they be kind of YouTube or streamer type content creators, or they're artists, or they're composers, etc. A huge majority of the executive crew, we're all Resident Evil fans. We have the best intentions for Resident Evil at heart in producing this this once in a lifetime series. And again, huge shout out to Beggy for really putting in the legwork. Once Andrew had kind of started to put together his vision of what Resurrection could be, Beggy putting absolute pen to paper and producing a very special original story set in the world of Resident Evil is really special. So yes, anyway, enough selling. If you do want to take advantage of it, I have put it in the YouTube comments, which is, oh man, one more thing just before we go. I cannot believe this is actually real life. But if you go on Indiegogo's team favorites, yes, Resurrection has been chosen as a staff pick from Indiegogo. So we're literally campaign number 5. And look at all of the competition, man. GPD win, massive. Look, $50 million raised. Holy shit. Like this Pocket Ace. Like these are heavy hitter Indiegogo campaigns. And there we are, front and center, Resurrection, a Biohazard Story. I've never seen anything like this. Thank you so much to Indiegogo for actually hosting the crowdfund campaign and for putting us on front page. It's literally like Twitch front page, man. It's crazy work. But thank you so much. It's amazing stuff. Should we get back to the game? I think we should. Let me just adjust this. There we go. Conjura, thank you. Should we see Marvin? I think we should. Here he is. He's looking worse for wear. That's the best part, James. If it does fund and you do get back on your feet, and hopefully we do fund, you know, I'm really hoping we do. But if we do fund, Indiegogo has a special feature that after the campaign, you guys can still subscribe to perks. So you can still continue to fund us, and stuff like the Blu-ray perk will still be available. So you'll still be able to pick it up if you do get back on your feet at a later date. But it's one of those like chicken and egg catch-22 situations where you're like, you know, yeah, you can totally subscribe at a later date, but we kind of need you to subscribe now because we actually want to hit the goal first so we can make this glorious project for you. We have the Blu-ray perk up for $60 right now. Don't necessarily think of it like the Blu-ray is worth $60. You are pledging $60 to help us bring Resurrection to life. And as a perk, as a reward of giving us $60, we're going to send you out a copy of the Keeper's Diary with, Resurrection, with a copy of the Keeper's Diary on the disc as a reward. So that is, yeah, that's what it's up for right now. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate that. It's not a short film, no. Keeper's Diary is a short film. Resurrection is a 4-part series. 4 15-minute episodes. So when you take into consideration the Keeper's Diary, like its actual runtime was about 10 minutes long. It was really a concept of what can be possible in the Resident Evil live action space. That's what I look at Keeper's Diary like. Resurrection is 6 times the size by just like budget, just commercially, and runtime is 6 times the size, but the budget is only about 4 times what Keeper's Diary was. Thank you kindly, Kinjira. We appreciate it's a massive uphill battle. We've raised $20,000, which is like, that was half of the Keeper's Diary campaign, and we did that in like 3 or 4 days. I think that's totally crazy, gang. People really want to see this happen. We have that demonstrated history of delivering successful fan projects now. Yeah, I mean, Super Mr. Crazy Man, there's like tons of different perks. There's like, you know, for like $25, you can have your name in the credits, which I think is super fair and reasonable. So it's not got to be like high roller stuff. No one's expecting you. And obviously, you know, donate so far as is reasonable. You've not got to break your back to make it happen for us. It's totally fine. I appreciate you just checking the campaign out, and when the film comes out, you're checking it out and you're sharing it and all that sort of fun stuff. You know, stuff that's free and what we all got into this for. It would be nice to get some funds to fund it though, of course, but as an absolute baseline, if you're not in a position to do that, just a cheeky share of the campaign video or the campaign itself will definitely go a long way, because even though you can't, somebody else probably could, and that just pushes us one step closer to getting across the line and bringing this fantastic project to you guys.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No.
Oh, we love Dwayne.
Don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others.
Dwayne's very special.
That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like
All the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a
Let's go,
manner of
James. Love
speaking,
that.
There is.
Again, man, every little helps.
Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or
Or by
decapitating
decapitating her completely.
And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no
But
longer.
no longer.
Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
God damn. Post got a lot of likes. But no longer. Man, that carpet walking noise is just so iconic, innit? Feels so good. But moreover, I want to see you guys succeed. But anyway, happy birthday. I was wondering if it's okay if I reach out to you about Whisper, about collaborating for a pod. If that's okay, I would say message me on probably Instagram's the best place to message me these days. Actually, any platform generally outside of Twitch, I would say, because I'm just not logged in on my phone on Twitch, so I'll probably miss it. But yeah, for sure. I mean, my schedule should be clearing up, and I would like to,
Leon, come in. I found the girl.
yeah, be in a position where I could do a bit more kind of content creation with other creators as Resurrection is coming out. So we'll try and make some time for sure.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then
The chemical
what are you doing
plant?
here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of
Hey,
it,
Mark, thank you
she's
kindly.
Probably right, but it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I
It's
don't know
coming
what it
after
is,
me.
But I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Thank you,
Sherry,
Kinjira.
wait!
I was actually gonna, funnily enough, Kinjira, I was gonna say you know, if we can't manage to get a date worked out, because quite often what happens, depending where you are in the world, it's just timings. Where I'm in the UK, it normally fucks up. Like, the guys are on Project Wesker's podcast tomorrow, I think. I think it's tomorrow or the day after, and it's just at a time where it's like 2 a.m. for me, and like, it would just absolutely kill me, basically, if I do it. Yeah, I think we will do the ones. I really wanted to do both scenarios, but unless you guys want to watch a sleep-in stream, I think we might have to throw in the towel and do just Claire A. Yeah, but I mean, it was one of them. Like, I felt, and I've made this quite clear with kind of the executive team at Resurrection, is that Resurrection is a harder pitch because it's the first time that we're playing outside of the sandbox with Resident Evil, and we're making our own original story. Plus, obviously, we don't have a trailer, so that's always a bit of an uphill battle. But that's okay. I think with the cast that we've announced, and with with the limited information that we have put out about the story, it's very lore compatible. Beggy's done a great job in developing and crafting this original story, which I think, as I said, it's a hell of a lot more accurate than the Resident Evil films. But at the same time, I don't want this project to be like Keeper's Diary. It wasn't a protest, but it was like, this is what fan films can be if they took it seriously. But I want this to kind of stand on its own 2 feet and be like, no, like, appreciate it's a fan film, but we're not doing this because, like, we're going, oh, we hate the Resident Evil films. We're doing this because we want to make an authentic, lore-compatible Resident Evil story, is what I would suggest. Emmy coming in. Let's fucking go. Join in at tier 1 once again for the 2-year... I can't talk. 24th month in a row. 2-year anniversary. Love you long time. Am I going to be attending the Resident Evil Challenger event? I should be, yes. That's next month, I think. Two seconds. Okay. You better be. I'm traveling alone. Oh, you're coming as well. Let's fucking go. Are you staying local? Yeah, we're looking forward to it, Kinjira. We're looking forward to it. What are we doing? We could... Let's go, Kate. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna use the Dharma Killer out. I've got to anyway, because I need to do the... Dude, I've got so much to do, actually. But I'm travelling home that night. Yeah, to be honest, like... The last couple of times, when it's been in Shoreditch, like, do you remember we went to that place in Shoreditch? It was like 250 quid for a travel lodge, which is ridiculous. I appreciate it's in the centre of London, whatever. But I'm not paying 250 quid for a travel lodge. It's literally, and I demonstrated this last time at the last Challenger event, it's cheaper for me to book an Uber and it drop me off at my front door than it is to stay in London for the night. I literally booked an Uber for 1 AM, paid it like way in advance, like a day before or whatever, and then fucking obviously got in there, smashed a bunch back, and then walked outside. Matey boy was there waiting for me. I just jumped in, he took me home. It was like 80 quid. That's what you fucking want. And that way, you know, Faye knows I'm safe. I'm home in the morning. I've not got to travel back. I've donated to the Resurrection Project. Let's fucking go, man. Big dono. I see Emmy donated as well. Thank you kindly, madam. Yeah, I see your name come through, actually. I was like, ah, of course. Thank you. Oh, bitch. We're all right, we're all right. I've gone the wrong way. It's this way. I always get confused. So I've got a bit of a philosophical question for everybody in the chat. But whether you may be 30 or not, What would you tell your 20-year-old self? Yeah, that corridor always confuses me, James. No matter how many times I played it, I always get it the wrong way. The perspective, like, fucks with your head. But what I'm trying to say, gang, is what would you tell your 20-year-old self if you're over 30? Like, for me, I probably would have said, don't get a credit card at 21. Yeah, try and get a mortgage earlier. Have children earlier. I would like to have been a few years younger, but I wasn't as financially stable as I am now. So it works out well that I've had a daughter now, because then my daughter doesn't have to have any hardships. The big thing I always try and live by, now especially, is don't take criticism from people you wouldn't ask for advice. That's really been my cornerstone for at least the last 3 or 4 years, as I'm just getting older. That if people are very heavily critical of you, like, don't take that criticism, because you wouldn't ask them for advice. So why are you valuing their opinion? Just stay in their own lane and whatnot. Invest in Apple, yeah. Yeah, invest in Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, I'd be streaming 24/7 if I invested in Bitcoin. Get a more secure job. I mean, the money always comes and goes, I suggest. You know, I was fucking reckless when I was like 21. I had the cars. I went on all the expensive holidays. And I looked at my credit card statement like, yeah, man, I'm feeling it now. I'm absolutely feeling it now. So, but it's all the journey, you know. I'd rather get into a mess when you're in your early 20s rather than when you're 40 and you've not really got a lot of options. So I'm happy that I kind of learnt my lesson quite young. Take more risks and be bold. Yeah, agreed.
Everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
I've got another point I just want to make in a minute. I just don't want to talk over the cutscene.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name.
Daddy!
Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, is that him?
Wait, Sherry. Don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
So another thing I learned quite recently is it's never too late. And I know people say, oh yeah, of course it's not too late. Obviously some things, yes, absolutely are too late. Like, if I'm 40 years old, I'm probably not getting into professional boxing and being a world champion, obviously. But something I learned quite recently, I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone, the series. I've smashed Yellowstone. Me and Faye did it in like fucking 3 weeks or something. It's glorious. Every day, bang, 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 bang. Just smashing these episodes out. And I've been following Taylor Sheridan for a little while because I really enjoyed Tulsa King as well. And he wrote... Taylor Sheridan is the showrunner for both those shows. He wrote the shows. And I didn't realise Taylor Sheridan was an actor who got tired of acting. And one day he just woke up when he was 40 years old and thought, do you know what? I'm going to start fucking writing. I'm going to start writing screenplays. And he started writing screenplays. And now he is a millionaire. Owns ranches and shit all over the US. So it shows you that it is never too late. At 40 years old, that's 10 years older than me. 40 years old, he makes a massive career change. He gambles on himself. And fucking makes it happen. God damn. Also, has anybody else seen Yellowstone? Did you have any birthday celebrations over the weekend, or are you doing it this weekend? So, my birthday is actually tomorrow. Well, it's in an hour and a half. My wife's kindly booked a spa. I love going to spas and getting massages and stuff. She's booked me the spa, and so we're going there during the day. Little one's getting looked after, and then we've booked a lodge in Norfolk, towards Great Yarmouth. Lovely lodge, hot tub, sauna in your room, glorious stuff. And yeah, we just got the long weekend there. It's the first time, actually, and this is going to sound like such a first world problem, but it's the first time we're actually been going to massage parlours more this year too. Well, I did used to frequent massage parlours, Beggy, but not for the reasons that you probably went. I joke, of course. It was in Thailand. But yeah, no, nothing beats it. Like, I have no pride in admitting that going to spas is fucking glorious.
Sherry,
like, I love going to spas.
Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him.
Like, nothing beats getting... Right,
I did find
you cannot...
something else for you.
I'm going to let this cutscene play out.
Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Yeah. I mean, so when I go, because you can choose different packages at spas. So I normally go for the back massage. They normally do your hands as well, which feels quite nice. They give me a facial in the massage sense, which is very nice. And they give you a nice head rub as well, which is head massages is the one. Like, apparently, if you're bald, like if you have no hair, like I needed to explain what bald was then, a head massage feels like 10 times better, and I can see that being the case because head massages are amazing. No happy means to an end. Probably not with my wife in the room. Let me pop this in here. Which I actually unironically really like the bow gun in this game. I don't know why, it just pops me every time. But yeah, just honestly, if you've never been to a spa, spas, they're not overly expensive, I would suggest. Depends which one you go to. I don't think I've ever had a bad massage. I've had, like... I'm not saying I'm a wimp or anything, but I don't like really tough sports fucking muscle stripping massages. I like them pretty firm, but not like to the point she's fucking putting your own leg over your own head and all that sort of shit and standing on your back and all that. Like, nothing like that. But it's definitely worth it. You definitely feel very refreshed, depending on what service you get. Oh, I can never remember which one has the liquors. Now, if you're quick, you can dodge these. I don't think I will. Oh, no, I will. Nice. Man, the music in this game is so good. I love it so much. Oh, no, it's a liquor there, bruv. Man, I forgot about that. So here's a question for you, gang. Yeah, fucking Mrs. Trunchbull from Matilda. Beggy. So we're going to this place. We've been there before. It's an it's an international hotel, and they do like a couples massage, which is very nice. You both in the same room, all that sort of fun stuff. And one thing that's really nice, I'm hoping they've got it again, is they've got a buffet or a lunch. It's like a lunch. Now, I call it a buffet, but my wife said it's not an all-you-can-eat buffet. So, I think I must have treated it like an all-you-can-eat... Excuse me. An all-you-can-eat buffet. But, like, it wasn't. So, I'm going up for, like, seconds and thirds. And really, I should have been paying more. Like, they had hot dogs there. And there was just loads there. So, I just assumed it was buffet. Like, it was just all you can eat. You just go up as much as you want. So, there was me fucking double-barreling glizzies. Absolutely, you know, tripling up on my shaboing boings. And Faye's like, I don't think you can go up for like seconds and thirds. I was like, who cares? I'm not driving. So yeah, I hope I get to akimbo wield some glizzies tomorrow. Exactly, Elizabeth. That was my logic, but apparently my logic was flawed. I just wanted a fucking shaboing boy. We will pick up machine gun. I like how oversized this is. And what's scary is she holds the shroud around the I don't even know what that's meant to. Like, she holds the shroud, and surely you can't hold the shroud. Like, you're not meant to do that. Like, does that not get hot and flash and release arisings that would hurt you? What up, G? Oh, man, he's going the way I'm going. That's not fair. That's not fair. I have to kill him. I can't see him. I can't see him. I'm scared. I know I'm English, but I'm not familiar with shaboing boings and glizzies. Hot dogs. You know. 2 francs, no ocean. Thank you, Hex Santiago. Appreciated. T Gigs as well over on YouTube. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you for all the well wishes. I always say this, gang, that if my computer died tomorrow or I got so busy to the point I couldn't do Biohazard anymore, I'd definitely be happy with everything I've achieved. I've done well more than I ever anticipated I would do. I've had experiences with different content creators. I've been around the world. I've shot films. I've met some amazing people at conventions. Like, honestly, if it all ended tomorrow, I would be very satisfied that I had a fucking good time. You know? No worries, Elizabeth. Thank you very much for checking us out once again. And, yeah, here's to another 5 years, hopefully. Iconic. I wonder if this is anybody's PIN number in the chat. I'm Googling spa days. You got to. You have to. You get Dale to get you to these spas. They're glorious. Are you playing on console? I have PS1 copies upstairs and nothing to play it on. I'm playing the PC version, T-Gigs. This is the Japanese Source Next version. It's very easy to get the PC version now. Obviously, with the release of the GOG ports. Shout out to GOG. I feel like GOG is very underappreciated for what they've done. They approached Capcom and said, we would like to build a wrapper to put your original games on PC. Would you mind us doing that? And I know a lot of people were like, it's come out on PC. It's not been re-released for console. That's because GOG reached out to Capcom. GOG are their own, like, developers and distribution platform. They reached out to Capcom. They took the initiative to put a port together. So, huge shout out to them. Like, that's amazing stuff. Let me pop that in the box. Lighter of lighter. We'll pick this up as well. We're going to get rid of that key in a moment. I know some people, Beggy, like, I'm still an ambitious man. So, like, I want to do everything and everything. I want to take this up to 11. But sometimes it is nice to sit back and go, look what, you know, that fucking, you know, think of me like, you know, I don't know, fucking 12 years ago when I was at university. I was streaming to like one person, and that was probably me on my phone to boost the viewership. Or, you know, when I graduated, I never thought I'd be able to produce a Resident Evil film. But even though it's a fan film, doesn't matter. We got people invested enough in our idea to fund our own Resident Evil film. No one can take that away from us. No one can take that away from me. People believed in me and believed in the crew enough to help me put together a fan film of our favourite games. They use their own money, which they earn with their own fucking hands and time and labour, to help us put something together. Nothing is more special than that. That is why crowdfund campaigns are so amazing, because you retain that. I would love to crowdfund absolutely everything, because you really get a sense of like, it's us against the world, unintentionally. Oh, bitch. Oh, back on resident caution. You know, it solidifies it for you. I mean, the Keeper's Diary, I remember going, it was me, Andrew, Charlie, and JJ in one group chat. And one day we hit like, I think it was $15,000. $15,000. And in one day, and it was like, I think it was a couple of grand off. And I said to Andrew, because Andrew is Andrew. I love Andrew. But this man is a panicker. I love the man to death. But this man is a panicker. And we were 3 weeks in, and he said, oh man, he was like scratching. He was scratching, fucking, oh, I'm not sure about this, Randy. I don't think we've got enough. And then we got $15,000 in one day. And then I remember saying in the chat, guys, I actually think this is going to fund. And then, like, the countdown was on. And then we absolutely just blew past the crowdfund goal. And we group chatted everybody, group called everybody. JJ was there, Andrew was there, Charlie was there, and it was like, fuck yeah, we did it. We actually did it. You know, people believed in us enough to put this together, to make it happen. Now it's time to fucking get to work and put this money to good use and show people that, yes, it is possible to make high quality Resident Evil films, even if the fans just fucking stop being armchair critics, get up, get out there and fucking make something. Nothing's more special than that. You know, you always hear that expression, don't you? I do it myself. I'm totally guilty. Where, you know, you're sitting in your chair, you're like, oh, I can definitely do better than this. I could do it better. I can set this film up better. I can do this better. I can do... But no, we actually got up and we was like, no, we are going to do this. This is going to happen. And it wasn't easy. Like, there was a couple of times, like, it was fucking absolute chaos. Absolute chaos to put together. But when it hit up on the Residents of Evil channel, it finally got released. It was like, oh, we did it. No one can take this away from us. And even Capcom themselves reached out to us. Even Capcom themselves reached out and said, hey, man. Obviously, you know, it was Capcom Japan that reached out to me, actually. But I'm paraphrasing for the avoidance of doubt. But the equivalent was, hey, man, interesting project you got going on here. Just wondered what it's all about, really. Because, you know, we own Resident Evil. And we are concerned that you may be jeopardizing our intellectual property. And I went back to them. Again, after Andrew's, as you can imagine, very... he saw the email from Capcom and definitely didn't lose his shit. I think the first message I got from Mr. Solo himself was, Andy, we've got an email from Capcom and I don't want to open it. Please open it for me. And I remembered, like, gulping like fucking Jerry in Tom and Jerry when he gets grabbed. Like... And opening it up and then looking through it and going, do you know what? I kind of see why they asked. I understand why they're reaching out to us. And I don't think it's a big concern at all. It's just a request for information. So I went back to them very diplomatically. And basically, you know, to paraphrase, of course, I said, thank you for reaching out to us. Happy to satisfy any concerns you may have, Mr. Capcom. May I call you Cap? I didn't say that. That would have been cool if I did. But basically, I just said, you know, thanks for reaching out to us. We've made it expressly clear, and I had the disclaimer wordage with me anyway. So I said, you know, Keeper's Diary is non-profit fan film. We're not making any money from it. It's going to go up on YouTube for free. We're just crowdfunding for the production costs. For the avoidance of doubt, all that sort of fun stuff. I said we've made it so expressly clear in the campaign that it's a fan project only. We're not trying to purport to be Capcom. We know we're not Capcom. We're not trying to, you know, dupe the audience into thinking we're Capcom. We're just kind of, you know, doing our own thing. We want to put our impression on the world, etc., in a not-for-profit fan capacity. And I said, and I made it very clear, I wasn't rude, but I made it very clear. I said, there are a lot of big content creators involved with this project, and it would be a shame if your intentions were to take the project down, considering what fans we are and what presence we have in the community, basically. And in all fairness to Capcom, they did come back and said, totally understand and again, paraphrasing, totally understand what you're saying. We are happy to not... They didn't give their approval, and I must make that expressly clear. They didn't say, no problem, please commence. What they did say was, we're not going to stand in the way of you making the Keeper's Diary. That's the words that they used. We are not going to halt production, is what they said. So it's not them giving us their approval, but it's basically them saying we're not going to stand in the way of this being made. And they said, thank you for, in all fairness, they said, thank you for supporting Resident Evil. And kind of best of luck. Which is fucking crazy work. Oh, fuck, I've forgotten the... Oh, I knew I'd forget something. Oh, I don't really want to go back that way, do I? No. It's right, it's only across the hall. I'm not really going back these ways, so I don't have to worry. Oh, shit. So yeah, that was my one exchange with Capcom Legal. And I come out the other side unscathed. I mean, you can even tell in the campaign we've not really used the term Resident Evil, I don't think. We have made it expressly clear it's fan content. It's all approached in good faith. We're not purporting to try and be something we're not. Yeah, thank you, James. Oh, what am I like? I knew I'd forget something. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, Capcom have always been fairly liberal on how they apply their copyright license. Like, there's only really two projects that I can remember that were cease and desisted. Oof. And that was the Resident Evil 2 remake fan game by Invader Studios. But, you know, even when they ceased and desisted, like, the reason why they did is because obviously they had a remake coming out and they didn't want people to confuse it. I think it's fair enough. Oh, sorry, gang. Been up since 6 a.m. It's like 11 p.m. It's absolutely killing me. We should probably do this, shouldn't we? Have we already done this, actually? I can't remember. Yes, there we go. Yeah, so the Resident Evil 2 remake by Invader Studios, but they were bringing a Resident Evil 2 remake. They didn't want people to get confused. Totally appreciate that. But what they did was they did fly out Invader Studios to kind of see the Resident Evil 2 remake, and they even credited Invader Studios in the Resident Evil 2 remake, like as a little thank you, you know? Like, they didn't have to do that. And the only other one that I know of... Oh, fuck. Yeah, the only one that I know of is the Code Veronica and Resident Evil 1 remake fan project. And I kind of I was live with JJ actually when that happened. And to put it very simply, I was shocked as everybody else was. I was like, this is not like Capcom to shut these projects down. Oh. Like, Capcom are normally cool as shit when it comes to... Like, that Rod Lima one that everybody's seen, that's never been taken down. But the big issue that Sorry, let me quickly heal up here. I'm actually going to use a mixed herb just to heal up. But the big issue with that Code Veronica remake, as Resident Evil Wiki puts in the chat, is what they didn't tell everybody, and I do feel like I can't remember what the guys were called, their names, but I reached out to them, their Discord, for comment, because I was doing a little video on it, and because they were just spreading, in my opinion, misinformation. Like, they were saying Capcom's the devil, they've taken down our fun little project. You know, they're basically, very bad people for cancelling our project. And then you watch the trailer back, and then right at the end you see, support us on Ko-fi. Like, Ko-fi's like, you can donate to it. And it's like, well, bro, I'm not bootlicking or anything, but like, what do you fucking expect? You've literally just been crying to the world, saying, oh, Capcom's the devil, they've cancelled our faithful project, terrible, corporate greed, all that sort of shit. We're only a couple of innocent artists which are asking for funds directly to create something you don't own. I mean, are you a fucking idiot? What did you expect was going to happen? Like, the difference with us is we have made it so expressly clear it's a fan project. It's not for profit. I'm not taking any profits from this. I'm earning the square root of fuck all for Resurrection. And so is Beggy. And so is Andrew. We are putting together a budget to effectively get other people employed. Talented creatives getting employed. And one of the trade-offs is that we're not for profit. And we're happy with that. Because that's a trade-off. I don't own Resident Evil, so I can't just like put out a product and start making money from it when it's not mine. That's crazy work. So that piece of context, they forgot to tell their I was in their Discord and I just reached out to them and I just said, hey guys, like, see that you've been taken down. Do you think it's because that you've got a Ko-fi link? Because I feel like you are misinforming people, and I know it's not really any of my business, and who cares in the grand scheme of things. But you're misguiding people into thinking that Capcom have just taken your game. One, because a remake is coming, like they did with Invader, and two, that Capcom are bad and they take down projects, because generally they don't. They didn't take down During the Storm, didn't take down Mortal Night, haven't taken down Revisited or any of the other cool fan projects. They've never done that. So it's very interesting that they took that view, and I think it all come out in the end anyway. But I got booted from the Discord. And like, I think a few people wrote an article about my tweet, because I straight up just called them out on Twitter. I was like, don't misinform people. Like, if Capcom have taken you down and you feel it's unfair, I understand. But like, it's clear as day what the problem is here, and you're just not being honest with people. I love Aiden. Yeah, and even Aiden, like, Aiden's got a Twitter, a Patreon called Classic Resident Evil Mods. It might even be under Aiden Watkins now. But I know it's a very like technical fucking, it's almost semantics, the difference. If Aiden come out and said, I'm making a Resident Evil 2 fucking C scenario or some bollocks, and he said, here's a link in the description where you can donate to the project and bring it to life, Capcom would have a problem with that. The difference with Aiden is you are donating to him as a developer, not him as a product, you know? That's the difference. And that's why he's able to get away from it. It's a very, very small distinction, but it's an important one. Hey, Saskia, how's it going? Thank you kindly. I hope more people attempt a Resident Evil fan film. We need some firepower, do we not? Might be worth taking some acid rounds. Oh, that's annoying. If I turn my game down, it turns it down for you. See? How annoying is that? I need to get that sorted. There are some like real high value fan films on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Like there was a really good one. I've not actually played Stalker, but obviously I know it's an esteemed game.
Sherry.
Oh man, what was it called? But anyway, someone was making a fan film. He raised like $300,000, and fair play to him, man. Love that. I love seeing filmmakers be successful, especially at crowdfunding. Crowdfunding, guys, is very difficult. It's not easy. They reckon something like... Look, I'll show you now. Success rate. Here you go. I'm just curious, what is the success rate? Success rate. So Indiegogo already has lower success rates. I just want to see, like... I remember seeing, like, a crazy statistic. It was, like, something like 20 or 30% of Indiegogo campaigns are successful. Now, bearing in mind, like, I've already had a successful Indiegogo campaign. Shit, have I left the... Oh, no, I've got it.
I'm going down there.
Where'd you get the cult from? Sorry, I completely missed your comment there, James. But basically, if you get to the police station in the game without picking any items up, you'll unlock Brad in the underground. So you have to take Brad out. He's a super zombie, so he's got more health. But take him out and you get a key for a special locker in one of the save rooms. And then you get the outfit that I'm wearing and the cult SAA, which they ended up bringing back for Resident Evil 2 Remake as well.
Help me!
That's actually a disgusting noise. Everyone's gonna die.
Made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Yeah, this is a weird room,
Calm
man.
down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up.
Shut
You
up.
couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella
Shut up.
have destroyed my beautiful town.
But no longer.
How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons.
And to think taxidermy used to be my hobby, but no longer.
Behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen this little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out. The monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain.
Yeah, it blew my mind that in Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil 3 the original, there's actually what is it? What are they called? Drain Demos? Drain Demios, whatever they're called. And they actually populate, and you can have like little baby fucking Drain Demos running around. Here we go, gang. Our first boss fight of the day. Cool boss fight. G-Sample. G-Samples were terrifying in Resident Evil 2 Remake, by the way. Oh, I should have used my... Oh, that was a shot. I took out the... I took out all of the fucking... whatever they're called. Weevils. I like Claire B scenario because William drags him down and rips him in half. Yeah, that's an awesome cutscene. It like flips the drain cover up. Looks scary as hell. Not in scenario B. I think it is actually William, Nate. In scenario A, it's the G sample.
Claire, you came back.
I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
Father.
What's wrong, Claire?
Claire.
It's nothing.
See you around, Claire.
But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still
Are
crawling.
you crazy?
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
Claire, wait! Oh, Sherry, come on. I love that noise too.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I think it's the first big reveal of William.
Shall we?
Claire? Run! Where are you? Sherry! Claire! I'm here!
This was totally discombobulating encountering zombies for the first time. They can throw up on you. They can't actually bite you, but they can throw up on you.
You can't kill me.
I hate these things. I actually died when I played as Ada. I didn't even realise that you could die. Did someone say valve handle?
Sherry.
Literally fell down to the perfect spot. Oh, such a disgusting noise. So what did William do there? Do that thing he did with irons? Could do with the health action. Could do with the ammo. Angelus, how are you? Go on, let's use the machine gun then. Oh, sorry to hear that, Angelus. Or as they say, tomorrow's a new day. Unfortunately, that's really like the beautiful thing about Resident Evil. Like, for me anyway, like, if I was ever going through hardships in my life, I'd always have Resident Evil to fall back on. Because it's always there. It's omnipresent. I feel like for the last 20 years or however long it's been, I thought they had more than that. It feels like for the last 20 years or however long it's been, that is, you know, Oh, no way. I've never had that. Damn it. Thank you, Marvo. No matter what hardships you go through, boyfriends come and go, girlfriends come and go, you know, bereavements, etc. But there's one constant in my life, and that's always been Resident Evil. Doesn't discriminate. Is always there when you need it. Etc. Fucking blew up. Oh shit.
Who are you?
You must be the new guy.
Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you?
Yes.
You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after
I'm gonna
her.
get a snack, guys. I'm gonna let you watch this
That's
cutscene.
right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way. It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! You son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But...
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo, but since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry! You go that way.
Hey, Matthew. Thank you kindly. Dropping in with the 3rd month membership. Appreciate you, Matthew. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for making some time with us. It's a special birthday stream. In half an hour, you're experiencing the last 30 minutes of my 20s. Live and in living colour. Hey, Dwayne. Thank you kindly. How are you, sir? Dash. Appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. I'll tell you what, we should probably pick these up. Probably got enough to finish the game with now, I'd suggest. Doodly doo 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 doodly doo 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 doo.
Sherry!
Big croc. Nice croc. Yeah, I need to play more of RE4 Remake. I have a habit of picking everything up. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
Ew.
My stomach. It hurts.
My tummy hurts.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
Fucking hell, Sherry. That's fortunate. Did I say I liked Claire, eh? I'll take it all back. Imagine if it's sped up and, like, absolutely just... like the dude out of the Resident Evil films who gets, like, dissected in diamonds in that hallway. There's actually a really cool death in Callisto Protocol, which is the same sort of thing. Take. I actually really enjoyed Callisto Protocol. It's a shame that it just got panned universally. Oh, don't get Sherry. Oh, what am I like? That's what fatigue does to you. Didn't have that much longer. Come on, Sherry. Let's get these lights on. Witching. I think this track was in the original Resident Evil 1.5 as well. It does sound familiar. Ah, this room's perfect for the bow gun, really. Yeah, that doodle 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 doodle. Sure, this is in Resident Evil 1.5. Have you ever done anything stupid with fatigue? What do you mean? I wonder if you can kill William with the submachine gun. Never been released, Brian. Actually, it's a 3-hour like iceberg documentary video. I've forgotten what the YouTuber's called, but it's so comprehensive and tells you the story of 1.5. It's really good. I'm going to take that. I should be okay. I'll take a mixed herb. I'll put that back. I'll take some additional supplies, but to be honest, gang, we should be fine. Can Sherry be killed? That's a great question, Mads. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think she can. I think she... The only thing I can see that affects her is probably the poison from the spider, but it's unverified. Can anybody else verify if Sherry can die? Would RE 1.5 be a good game, or was it right to be scrapped? It was right to be scrapped, Brian. Like, people like Resident Evil 1.5 because it's an oddity. It's like the one that got away. That's why people like Resident Evil 1.5, but that's not necessarily... doesn't necessarily mean it's a good game. Because it's not really. Like, it's so... The police station just lacks all character because it's meant to be like a proper police station. That's why in this one, they badged it up as like an old museum. Like, it was a museum that got renovated into what it is now. Yeah, I think people are more interested in like the story behind Resident Evil 1.5 than the actual game.
Claire, my stomach. My stomach.
Funny enough, Alexis, when I used to do a channel called Retro Memories
Hang in there, Sherry.
on Facebook, I actually did fall asleep during the stream. I remember it, I was playing Spyro. And you could literally see me on stream. My eyes are rolling to the back of my head, and I'm like, my head's dazing. And I like play for another 20 minutes. I said, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I'm just absolutely knackered." Like now, I'm pretty exhausted, but I really want to get through to the end of the game. Yeah, agreed, Nate. That's really good. I love looking at stuff like that. Here we go. don't know if you can kill him with the submachine gun. I'm assuming you can. Just a bit of fun. We're fine. Oof. We're fine. Yes. We did burn through quite a bit of ammo then, but that's alright. Yeah, exactly right. There was no cutscenes made for it. She just kind of blows through. If you look at the pre-rendered backgrounds, she just blows through the front of the RPD and crashes her bike, and she just ends up there. Whereas Leon's a rookie cop, but it's not his first day on the job. He's like, I don't know, I can't remember the exact law, but it's not like what's it called? First down job like it is in Resident Evil 2. Why are you lying that you have a wife?
Oh,
Definitely not lying to have a wife.
awake.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time
Do you like
with
bagel?
me because of their
Yeah,
work.
I guess so.
I grew up alone. But now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit.
Out of Claire
I'll be
Redfield or
right
Jill
back,
Valentine, I'd say
as soon as
Brian.
I found the antidote for you.
Jill blow up doll doesn't count as a wife. Do not worry about me, my friend. But I can absolutely 100% verify that I have a wife. Right. Right. We should be alright. I mean, we've got enough firepower in this to, like, finish the game with, to be honest. Yeah, we want to use them, actually. I think it's this way. I always forget. This is the only other room that I get a little bit confused at. I was going to do both runs, but I'm absolutely exhausted, so I'll probably just do Claire's run. Yeah, exactly that, Birdman. I don't need a reason to come back and play Resident Evil 2. It's goated. It's a bizarro fucking conversation we're having on fucking YouTube, dude. Okay. Just Claire A, Brian. I was hoping to do Leon B, but man, I'm barely holding my eyes open as it is. Have you had an REK? Yes, actually, yeah. If you jump on over to my socials, Brian, Facebook, X, Instagram, I did put up a photograph of what my wife got me as a birthday cake. I think you really like it. Again, all the same handle, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Biohazard Declassified. And you'll see this absolutely unbelievable cake my wife made. Or my wife got me, excuse me. Oh, I hate these things. Oh, fuck. God damn. I hate these lickers, dude. They are super painful. Man, there's some heavy-ass footsteps. Yeah, I don't know if acid is better for William. You know? Let's have some fun anyway. We're not actually that far off the end. Oh, this is bad. As you know, it's not. I've got plenty of health. It's really powerful. Especially against living things. I wonder why the remake, they didn't have anything that A scenario affect B. Yeah, I mean, the best way I can describe the second scenario in Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's almost like an arranged mode. Like, if you think about it like that, it actually makes a lot more sense. It's just a slightly remixed A scenario. But the B scenario on here is like really different.
Annette!
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G-Virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't.
Who uses the term pupate unironically?
William. William, you're alive.
Brutal. Bro exterminated his wife. Oh, I can't pick up any more. That's alright, it's not the end of the world.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
How will I know if he really loves me?
Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here. Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
Self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct
Wrecked.
sequence has been activated. This
It's not a Resident Evil
sequence may
game
not
without
be
a
aborted.
self-destruct system.
All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
But yeah, this is the PC version, and we've got the HD texture pack installed on it. It looks glorious. Perceive moving object is crazy
Leon,
English.
you made it.
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, we should have enough. I mean, fuck me, if we've not got enough, I'll be blown away. I think if you go quick enough, he just disappears anyway, so you're not got to worry about him. To be honest, that's probably where Resident Evil got it from, James. Nice. I must admit, this area in Resident Evil 2 remake's really pretty. Oh, nice. Oh, no way, I just took out 3. That was brutal. I've never taken out 3 people with the grenade launcher before. That was insane. Like the first one blew apart. The next one just bounced off his head. Need that. Oh shit, I need that as well. Fuck it. I'm not driving. Right, base vaccine, so then we need to go down. This whole area was really nicely presented in Outbreak as well. I think it's called Below Freezing Point. Brandon, it's always like the big ass footsteps for me. Oh, he survived that. I think his legs might be broken though. Can someone remind me of what the lore is for the naked zombies? Like, why specifically in this area are they naked? Were their clothes burned off? Or were they just having this, you know, not safe for work party when they were infected? Because, ironically enough, there's naked zombies in the labs in RE1 as well. And actually RE3, I think, has naked zombies in the lab. Like, where are these people's clothes? Unless they're test subjects, I guess. Like an alternative theory. Yeah, perhaps, Alexis. I always get like super scared on this boss battle when I use too much health. Because it's like the hardest... It's one of the hardest boss battles in Resident Evil because Birkin is so unpredictable. Yeah, they're just like super lickers, aren't they? Right, we've got the vaccine. Whoa, we are like 30 seconds away from turning fucking 30 years old, gang. And we're just about to wrap up Resident Evil 2 as well. What time to be alive? Sorry, no, I need to go back and get the item box. Yahoo! We are officially 30 years old. My 20s are over. The door to safety is shut. There is no turning back. I don't need to get Sherry, do I? I think I just crack on. It's downhill from here. That's crazy work. Nope, definitely don't need to do that then. Thank you, Will. I'm looking forward to a very good day. Oh, dude, the music in this is so iconic. Oh. So what is the... I assume it is flame rounds, which are the best. Nah, it's got to be acid. It's really powerful against living things, as we know. Actually, do we want to use this against the second form? Because second form's an absolute bastard. Right, okay, first form down. That's quick. Here we go. I hate it when this prick does this. I can't see it. Oh! I don't take risks with this dude. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. I don't take risks. Oh, I hate this dude so much. Oh, get out of the corner. We're still on fire though. Oh. I never find the last tyrant that bad. He's a lot easier to work out than this dude. He's just so unpredictable. Can jump around. He can like get right in your face and throw you around. I definitely prefer the final battles in Resident Evil 2, the original, than the remake. I didn't like Claire's, like, where you're fighting on the cable car thing and he's growing arms and legs. It just, I don't know. I wonder if there's anybody that's like, I'll tell you what, they've finished the game, got here, and they're like, oh, I need to quickly go to the toilet. And then they, like, don't get there in time. And that, my friends, is Resident Evil 2 done for another sitting. Again, this is like the quintessential Resident Evil experience. I forget she just gets yeeted off the side there.
Sherry's unconscious.
Not surprised. She took a big whack.
If I give it to her.
Thank you, Angelus.
Claire, what's happened?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay. Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Made in heaven. Made in heaven.
Sherry.
It was all meant to be. Made in heaven. Made in heaven. Goat song. Boom, boom. Oh, they should have had that for like the end music. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Let's go, gang. What grade did we get? I can actually skip this on PC, which is lovely. I love this. Love this ending screen. 2 hours 17. Oh, man, I'm getting worse as I'm getting older. I used to do this in like an hour and a half. But no saves, so. We smashed it as we always do, gang. Oh, what a beautiful way to enter my 30s. Than jumping in with some classic Resident Evil 2. Absolutely glorious. Well, just want to say, I really appreciate everybody for always tuning into my streams. I know I'm not always the most consistent person just because of what's happening IRL. As I said, I'm just getting to the end of my master's degree now, so past September, we're all in the clear for that. Resurrection has obviously swallowed quite a bit of time outside of being a fucking dad and working full time. It's a crazy schedule, but I'm always a big believer in, to be successful, you have to be accessible. So you got to be prepared to fucking work super hard to get what you want. So yeah, I'm hoping in time it kind of plateaus again. We go back to the Wednesday and Friday streams. Next week we'll definitely be live on the Wednesday and on the Friday with Resident Evil and Silent Hill. But for now, have a gander at that. Oh, I'm fucking starting a new game here. Oops. Let me just tab that off. But for now, have a gander at our campaign that we've got up right now over at Indiegogo for Resurrection of Biohazard Story. It's a 4-part limited series set in the Resident Evil world. Obviously, it's fan content. If you love The Keeper's Diary, it's the same team that are returning to put together this extremely ambitious project. So we've got 60 days to raise the funds. So like no imminent rush. You don't need to like run out and support it to make it happen. But this is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. There's a lot of perks that we can offer now that I didn't do on Keeper's Diary, which I would have liked to have done on Reflection. And yeah, we are closing in on 200 backers. And bear in mind, we only launched like fucking, well, it would be 7 days ago now, a week ago. But in reality, it's not. We launched really late on the Friday, I think it was, at like midnight or something like that. So it was pretty cool. But we're closing in on 200 backers, and we've already raised $21,000, which is 10% of our budget. The journey is extremely long, but we are slowly and steadily getting there, gang, let me tell you. So once again, thank you so much for joining me on my birthday. Thank you for all the gifts, by the way, below and above. It's really appreciated. Thank you for supporting me for the last it'd be 6 years here, Biohazard Declassified. As I said, if everything ended tomorrow, I would be very content with the collaborations I've had, the fantastic conversations that we all have every time we meet up on stream, and some of the experiences that we've shared together on stream is absolutely fantastic. So thank you, everybody. Look after yourselves wherever you are in the world, and hopefully I will see you all next week on Wednesday for, I think we're continuing with Dark Side Chronicles. So hope to see you there. Look after yourselves.